Yele mama, ma, yele mama, ma, yele mama.
Akili Dada is an international non-profit organization that seeks to provide scholarships and leadership training to young women in Kenya. The girls supported by the organization are amongst the country's highest academic achievers, but are often unable to pursue secondary education because their families cannot afford the school fees. The organization is run by a group of women who donate a small amount of money every term in support of the scholars. They also run a mentorship program in which each of the girls is assigned a mentor with whom they meet every 3 months.
Akili Dada is a mentor organization for young girls who particularly are in high school. What the organization seeks to do is mentor these girls, not just in terms of academics, but also prepare them for the future life skills, having what it takes to be a woman in the working world, in the professional world, even just a woman out there, be able to represent, sponsor them, pay their school fees, get them their basic necessities to help them get by, more like to get them to be able to step to the next level of their life.
The mentors consist of a network of Kenyan women who are leaders in different fields, including medicine, law, finance, and media, among others.
Having been a doctor, and most of these girls, when you hear what their future aspirations are, most of them want to be doctors. At least with this experience that I've had of being a doctor, I can be able to tell them this is what you need to do, these are the academic qualifications that you need to achieve, this is the actual, there's an actual, the work that you really need to work, you really need to read, and apart from that, you need to be very focused, and basically, once they have talked to someone who has walked through that road, they feel more confident, and they're able to relate with me as they take this walk through. So basically, I'm able to use my experience as being a doctor to influence them and to help them in their future career prospects of medicine.
Mine is to just share my experience in terms of how it is like being in campus, and to give them the basic things that they need to know, the things that they need to have. For instance, principles, organization, having structure, time management. These are things that come in very handy in terms of coping with your campus life. How do you withstand peer pressure? Because it tends to bring people down, especially when you're in a private university, coming from what kind of social background, your class, where do you go to hang out, who are your friends, who's your dad. All these things don't really matter at one point or another, because at the end of the day, it's the kind of substance that you have that determines the kind of person that you'll be. I just want to be able to tell the girls that at this point in time, social class, peer pressure, background, none of it matters. It's who you want to become. What are you doing about it right now?
Not only does the Akili Dada network aim at providing assistance in the form of academic scholarship, its chief goal is to ensure that every scholar achieves a balance between academic excellence, self-awareness, self-belief, as well as social responsibility. It is the board's belief that through adequate mentorship and support, each one of the girls will live up to their full potential and in turn be able to give back to their communities in the future.
One way that you can influence people is just by saying your story, what you've gone through, your experiences in life, as you went through school, as you go through your career life. So I believe that just telling your story is a way that you can touch young people so that they gain confidence, and also kind of have the courage to overcome some of the challenges that we've gone through and overcame, and we are where we are today.
This year at the annual conference, the girls were able to hear the life stories of their mentors, many of whom also had challenging upbringings. Also central to its objectives as an organization is the development of leadership potential in every one of its beneficiaries. The board places great emphasis on the enrollment of its students in community service programs and activities in their communities during the school holidays.
Yele mama, ma, yele mama, ma, yele mama, ma, yele mama.
She is a new student that Akili Dada has taken on and promised to educate for all 4 years of her secondary education.
I was born in 1994 in a family of 4. My dad died in 1996 when I was too young. My mother was the one who was providing for our daily meal. I used to go to fetch water to the refugee camp, and then she get maybe 50 shillings and provide for us. Maybe another time there will be no food. Just stay like that. During NAC government, I went to school in Standard 2. I didn't pass to those other classes. I went to school in Kakumagas. I finished my class 8. I was blessed. I didn't pay the school fees because I could not pay. I finished in 2008, where I got 376 and joined Loreto High School, Limuru. I was unable to come, but God helped me in a way. Some neighbors contributed some money to take me to school. And then even school fees was contributed, requirements also. In some I went home. In some 2009, I went home and I was like, I'm not even going to school again. I don't know what I will do. I just said, let me just go to school to finish my first cut. Maybe I will be chased, I don't know. God is the only person who knows. I left my mother is now too old to provide. My older brother is the one, is the one who is taking care of the family. He used borders, this one of bicycles. He used to go and carry people, maybe come with 100 shillings, provide for their family, the meal for that day. And then that's what she is doing now. And then my sister, that one, he has not even passed to school. I'm the only member of family who is in school right now. I was like, yesterday I was called by the deputy principal to be told, I was wondering if maybe I'm going to be chased out of school because I've not paid the school fees. To my surprise, I found Wanjiru, a member of the Akili Dada. I was introduced to her. And then I was told to attain a function here in this place, and I'm so happy to join many Akili Dadas there. I wish they will sponsor me to reduce the burden my parents are facing for the school fees. I want to be a surgeon. It's a work I've been aspiring since I was in standard 5. That's what I want to be in life.
Akili Dada and its girls rely on the goodwill of its supporters to continue providing the invaluable support that keeps the organization running.
Support for the organization can be in many forms. As I said, financially, which is very important. I talked about the tuition that needs to be paid, the groceries that these students need. So financially, it's very important for that support to be there. Also in the mentorship program, when we have women who have been successful in their careers, when they come, they should come and talk to the students, basically mentor them, like the word says, and guide the students and lead them to the right path.
You can support by contributing a small amount of money each term, or by contributing school supplies such as stationery, uniforms, or toiletries to ensure that the girls are fully equipped throughout their school term. You can also help by becoming a part of the Akili Dada Network Mentorship Program. Support Akili Dada and change a life.
Akili Dada!